Glenn McCrory from Boxing Social with Billy Joe Saunders, middleweight champion. Billy, good to see you.
Yeah, nice to be here, Glenn. Nice to be here. Just giving my man Kell Brook a little bit of support.
Talking about your own career first, what a fantastic win. Lemo, absolutely, the best performance you've ever had.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you get up for certain fights. That was a fight I got up for. My opinion, one of the most talked about middleweights in the world, so I knew I had to be on it. And unfortunately for him that night I was on it, and I felt good. Brilliant team, brought me moving with Dominic Inkle and that, and it can only be onwards and upwards from here.
You've kind of played second fiddle in the middleweight division to Alvarez and Golovkin. All of a sudden, with a performance like that, you well and truly came of age and put your name in the frame.
Yeah, I mean, listen, Golovkin and Canelo, they're most definitely the men most talked about at the weight, but I've got the missing piece to the jigsaw, and with a performance like that, I mean, I don't know if it's good or bad for business really, because I know now Canelo 100% won't fight. I'm not saying he himself is scared, because he's not, but his business advisors and his management team what's looking out for him. Maybe I'm wrong for him. Maybe Golovkin will know he'll travel anywhere and he'll fight anywhere. So hopefully he gets the win and me and him can have the big unification. What's
next for you? What's going to keep you going?
Well, Martin Murray, I got him in the 14th. I can't overlook him because, you'd be stupid too. He's, like I said, he's got nothing to lose and all to gain. So he's certainly going to shake them dice and roll them as hard as he can. And, I've got to be there to be on it and to deal with him professionally. And, I'm sure I will.
You've had some changes in your career now with Dominic Inkle in the Kell Brook camp. How's Kell looking?
Kell's looking very, very well. To be honest with you, I see him spar some other kids over in Spain and that, and he couldn't really, because there's a lot less experience than him, he couldn't really let go. So it was hard to gauge, because he couldn't really let his shots go because, he's got a lot more experience. So they're only like 10, 12 fight novices. But I see him spar yesterday, so I won't mention who, but some well-known middleweights and light heavyweights, and he surprised me. He surprised me. He looks like he's got the bit back between his teeth. He did the rounds with ease. He's ready to fight tomorrow. Weight's good.
He's been in with two of the best fighters in the world in Golovkin and Errol Spence and lost to them. Do you think mentally that may put a damper on him?
Personally, look, there's no shame at all. Listen, he's been beat by Golovkin, where Kell Brook was never. He's gone from welterweight to middleweight, to jump 2 weights. So that there is a, he's a fighter. He won't say no to no one. The Errol Spence, personally myself, I think Kell's got the beating of him. But, it wasn't his night. He had the eye injury, and, that was a fear factor for me, thinking, is it going to be all right? But, thank God everything's all right in sparring, and he's, I've seen him take a few shots, and they're all holding up well. So he's back on the right track where he needs to be. And I'd love to see that rematch of him and Errol Spence, because I think that would bring the best out of Kell Brook we've seen.
Do you think welterweight is where he can do anything at, or do you think he's better at the super welter?
No, listen, my opinion is, look, Dom's his trainer and Kell's his own man, but I personally think that Kell is a light middleweight, maybe even a middle. For him to get down to when you look at him, especially with the IBF rule putting on that £10, it's absolutely ridiculous the size of him, because, he's a big, probably the biggest welter in the world, I'd say, once he's filled out on fight night. But, most definitely I'd say he's a light middleweight.
What can we expect from Billy Joe against Martin Murray?
Listen, I mean, I got to bring me game head, but deep down, I really want to do one better than Golovkin. Put a statement out there. I mean, I can go in there and think it's going to be an easy night and fiddle your way through, but after a performance like that in Canada, I've got to obviously build on it. So hopefully one better.
Thanks for talking to us.
Thank you.